Hey, Alex here with your realtor tip of the day. So, spring is in the air. People are getting their houses ready to list, cleaning out excess clutter, maybe having your house staged, getting the yards freshened up, new bark, that sort of thing. All that stuff, absolutely. Let's go get it done. But beyond that, let's talk about inspections. So, here's a form that from a buyer's side, we issue this, and it is a buyer's inspection election form. And within this form, there is 37 different inspections a buyer can elect to have done. So 37, that's a lot. On a typical single family residential property, there's really 4 inspections we'll typically have done. The major ones are the whole house and pest inspection. And then beyond that, we'll have a roof inspection, HVAC maybe. Also, if it has a pool, we'll have a pool expert come out and inspect it. All depends. If it's a rural property and it has a well and a septic, well, those are additional inspections. Sometimes we'll have boundary inspections done. But for single family residential in a typical neighborhood, what I recommend is just the big 4. From a listing agent side, I like to have 2 of those inspections done ahead of time. One of them would be the whole house inspection. Here's an example of a whole house inspection where I represented the buyer. We were the first ones to have an offer accepted, so there was no existing inspection reports. And so we had to pay, I think it was $450 for this report to have done. And the findings came back, and within it, we had some drainage issues that came up on the side of the house. All these issues here were noted: dry rot issues, insulation issues in the attic. We had one area where there was no insulation in the attic. Garage door wasn't working right. We had some ventilation issues. And then we had electrical issues. We had one bedroom where none of the outlets were working. So it was an issue. So we came back, had the pest inspection done, and I think we were 12 days into the contract, and we went back to the seller and we hit them with a repair request addendum because we had to have the repairs done. We didn't just want a credit. So it got kind of dicey. We ended up closing late, but had they had their inspection done ahead of time, we could have avoided that. Here's a pest inspection where I was the listing agent on the property, and we had the inspection done, and within it, we had these issues that were noted by the pest inspection company. With the pest inspection, there's 2 types of repairs. There is the Section 1, which is mandatory repair, and Section 2, which is recommended. So within the Section 1, the seller went ahead and paid for it. It was $3,175. The pest company went and updated the report and gave us a clear pest report. And we didn't have the recommended work done, but I posted this onto the MLS listing. And when the buyer came in, the buyer's agent came in and said, hey, they already got the report done. So they didn't have another pest inspection report done because we already had a clear pest. So really good to have these done ahead of time, especially if you're contingent. If you're selling your house and you need the proceeds to go buy a house, spend $1,000 on inspections. That way you know the true condition of your property before you get 17 days into an escrow and rely on the buyer's inspections to determine whether or not you can close escrow. It can put you in a really difficult spot. So if you're getting ready to list your house, I could recommend inspectors for you. You're welcome to go and find your own inspectors, but I can come out, take a look at the property, and let you know what I think needs to be done in terms of inspections. And if you're a buyer and you're in the market and you need help finding the right house and making sure it's inspected properly, just hit me up. Thanks.